back everyone to the Summer Cook Along Challenge. This week we're making wrap pizza, probably the easiest thing you're going to ever learn how to do, and that's why I was chosen to present this one. So first off, you need to wash your hands. I've already washed my hands, and we know obviously how important that is. So what we have in the wrap is a wrap, which is a good way to start. We'll have some tomato paste and some grated cheese. And the cheese can be whatever type of cheese you have in the fridge. It can be cheddar, or some mozzarella, or a mixture, or whatever you really like. I have some peppers chopped up. This is so simple. We're just going to add some peppers today because in our house we have a vegetarian. So our other option is pepperoni. So that's why I thought it's good. You can do the vegetable options. You can add any vegetables you like. One of our favourites is spinach, believe it or not, and it tastes amazing. And you could add onions and garlic or whatever, but we're just going to keep this really simple because we want you to be able to come in and just make this up, because wraps are so easy to use and you'll maybe have them already in the house, and hey presto, you'll see you're able to make a meal. Now, although we're using the tomato paste today, I know Margie earlier on you made a beautiful tomato based sauce, and if you had any of that left, you could absolutely use that as well. So we'll start anyways. So we're going to just spread some of this on, thick enough but not too much. You can bring it sort of towards the edges. It doesn't need to be right out, because you don't want it maybe to bubble over in the cooker. Oh, talking of the cooker, guys, that's right, I have the cooker on already. That's really important that you put the cooker on, put it up to about 200 degrees centigrade, and when it's nice and hot, then your wrap is ready to go in. So that's probably the most complicated thing to remember, and I didn't remember it. So remember, put the oven on before you start. Okay, so we have our tomato base on, and then at this stage I'm going to add some cheese. Thus it was really important that I have washed my hands before, because the easiest way to put grated cheese on is use your hands. Now, if you like lots of cheese, that's fine, go for it. Maybe you just want a little cheese. This is a really healthy thing, so you can make it super healthy, as say if you've added lots of vegetables, and maybe less cheese, or if you want to put lots of cheese on, that's your choice. So on this one I am going to add the salami. So again, just arrange it whatever way you like. I think it's good if you can put a few slices. The lovely thing about these is you'll get, in a pack, you get 8 wraps. So everybody can have whatever choice of wrap pizza that they like and decorate it themselves. I think I'm going to put another bit of cheese in the centre there. So looking good. So, okay guys, I had to take a pause there and put the dog out. Don't know whether you noticed her head coming in. She definitely would have had this pizza away if she got her chance. Anyhow, so that's our pizza ready. We have 2 choices. I will include in your bag a piece of this type of paper here, which is called parchment paper. And it's quite good because it just ensures that it's not going to stick. I'm using, if you have these in your house, pizza trays. However, any sort of tray you can use in the oven, whatever you can find. So this one I'm going to try it with the parchment paper. Oh, right, so I think it's probably best I set this down and then ease it over. And I'll have to rearrange my pepperoni again. So that one's ready to go in the oven. So we're going to set that one there. This is another option. If you happen to have one of these and you pick them up, like they're really not very expensive, and they're really good for crisping up the pizza because the air, all the hot air gets up through. So that's another option, and that's the one I'm going to use because for the vegetarian in our house, I feel it's important. I'm going to use my peppers. You could have added the peppers in with your pepperoni. You can pile it up. This is your choice. That's what's so lovely about these. You can really make them to your own, whatever you desire. So we're going to again add some of the tomato paste. Your tomato paste, I have this out in a bowl. Yours is going to come in a tube, which makes it even easier. You just squirt a bit on and then spread it out. So there we go. I think that's probably enough again. And this time I'm going to put the peppers on first before I put the cheese on. I think it just maybe keeps them in. The vegetables, if they're in underneath the cheese, get a better chance to heat up a bit more and maybe slightly cook. As I said, this is just so easy to do. I'm going to put just a nice amount of cheese on here, not too much, keep it nice and healthy. Okay, so there we go. And I'm going to put this one on. You'll be able to see there's no real difference in whatever you place your pizza on to cook. Now, whenever I put this, my oven is hot enough. So if you just remember, put your oven on whatever time you know how long it takes to heat up. I'm going to put these in. Really, they're pretty fast. I would say about 8 minutes. But just check in the oven. What you're looking for is that your cheese is nice and bubbly. You will get a bit of browning around the edges, you're going to see, but you don't want it to get totally burnt. So I'm going to stop now, put these in the oven, and we'll meet you again whenever they pop out, and hopefully they'll look good. So here we go. We have just taken our wraps out of the oven, and I actually have taken these out. They were in for probably about 6 minutes, so but I think my oven was pretty hot. As you can see, the one on the parchment paper looks really quite good. Maybe less crispiness around the edge, and it was in the middle shelf. And this one that was on the vented pizza plate, it was on the top, so you can see it's gone a wee bit crispier around the edge. So there's a clue there. Maybe after about 3 minutes, if you've at least 2 of these in your oven, you could maybe swap them around. But I know I really love it being really crispy. And all you need to do now is eat it. And you can either slice it up, but because it's quite thin, you can just sort of slice it and fold it. And but I suppose the main thing is just enjoy it. So guys, been really good being able to show you this. I hope you enjoy making it, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Bye.